Have you ever heard of or ever done mind mapping? I had no idea what that was until this morning, and I did this exercise called mind mapping that I'm going to actually share with you in this video. It's basically a way for you to structure your ideas and get thoughts down on paper, maybe for a project or something that you're working on. I know that I've had ADD my whole entire life, and I've always had a hard time setting things up, and I'm working on many different things. So I hope that this video has some insight for you on this mind mapping project that I or this little exercise that I learned this morning. Welcome to Chavez Live 360, brought to you by Live Masters, where we feel alive by going live, and your journey to video mastery begins here. If you don't know who I am, my name is Mike Chavez, and I've been on a live video journey since January 31st, 2017. Almost 5 years of going live every single day. Now, I go live with videos like this so we can get to know each other, and I specialize in helping people network online and build incredible relationships. I'm actually here in the fabulous city of Las Vegas. Let me know where in the world that you are watching me live or on the rerun when you come back through and you check out this video. So I mentioned at the top of this video this morning, I was able to partake in this exercise called mind mapping. Now, every Friday, some of my business partners, we do a call called Fun Fridays. And Jeff, one of my good buddies, Jeff, he came up with this idea this morning to do this thing called mind mapping. Now, this is how he kind of explained it to me. And I went ahead and did it. And I'm actually working on a project right now called the Pathways to Purpose podcast. I had mentioned a few days ago that I'm going to be doing this podcast to interview people about the paths that they took to live their purpose, and the paths that they're on right now to fulfill their purpose. And if you've ever done a podcast, put a P in the comments for me. Let me know. Let me know if you've ever done a podcast, if you've ever set one up. Now, if you've never set up a podcast, then there's things that you have to do to distribute the podcast, to market the podcast, to get guests, and there's all these different things. So I've never done one before. So this exercise that I'm going to share with you called mind mapping actually helped me structure some of the things that I need to do to get this podcast going. Now, when it was explained to me this morning, basically, you can use this technique to take notes or to just get thoughts down on paper for something specific that you want to accomplish. Okay. So if there's something that you're thinking about right now, oh, thank you for this beautiful comment. I don't know who that is, but they call me Mikey. That's what my family calls me. I'm going to share with you right now how we did this. So I use my podcast as an example. And so basically what you do is you get a piece of paper and a pen, obviously, and on the paper you write a circle. And in the circle is what you want, right? Is what you're trying to accomplish. And so mine says the Pathways to Purpose podcast. And then so I drew a circle and I had 5 minutes. We took 5 minutes on the call live. And if you want access to this call, by the way, I can get you access to this call where we actually everybody shared their exercise. And I ended up writing in 5 minutes, I ended up writing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, like 12 different things that I need to do to launch this podcast. And here they are. So these are the things that I need to do that I wrote down that I'm going to do for my podcast to get it going. The first thing that I put down is I need a launch date. The next thing I put is I need to bring awareness. The next thing I put is I need in no particular order, but this is just randomly how they came, and this is how it works. And you write this stuff down. Design logos and graphics. Interview research. So I'm going to want to do some research on how to do interviews right on podcasts, because it's not necessarily just like doing lives, even though all of the podcasts are going to be streamed live here on this page, Live Masters, and YouTube, like right now. So I need to do some research to see how I'm supposed to interview people to make the podcast amazing. The next one is look for sponsors. So I'm going to look for sponsors. I need to set a specific day and time when I'm going to do the podcast so people can watch it live if they want to watch it live. The next one is I need to create a format, or I need to create a flow of how that I actually want to structure the podcast. And then I need to find guests. So that shouldn't be too hard, because I know so many people that I've met online over the last 5 years doing videos. I shouldn't have any too much of a hard time finding guests, because I know I've already had a lot of interest. A lot of people have been asking me to be on this podcast. So if you are interested and you're watching this live or on the replay and you're interested in the podcast, let me know. Again, it's to focus on interviewing people on the path they took to fulfill their purpose and to be living in purpose. Okay. And next one is how to monetize it. So that's what I did. I wrote them all down. Now I have my piece of paper and I'm good to go. So, this is really all that I need to get this going. I can just take one step at a time since I wrote them down now, and I will be able to launch my podcast. Again, the first one that I picked that I wrote down was the launch date. Okay. Because I understand that if I don't set a date for something to accomplish something, like I could write this stuff down every day, but if I don't give myself a deadline or a specific time or a specific date to have it done, I'm just knowing myself. I don't know if you're like this, but if you don't set a date to do something, that's why scheduling and keeping stuff in the calendar is so important. If you don't schedule it or you don't write it down to have something done, like tonight before I go to bed, I'm going to have a launch date for this. And then all I have to do is implement all the things that I wrote down here in this mind map. And I think it's really, really cool because I'm a doodler. I don't know about you, but I like to doodle. I'm not a big writer, like where I like to write a lot, but this right here is super powerful because I just wrote a few things down, and I have all the ideas and all of the steps that I need to take. And I didn't have to write out a big old to-do. So it's called mind mapping, and you can use it like to take notes or to figure out something that you're going to create. Now, it's not easy to create stuff, content and stuff like that online. I've actually created a course to help people with their live videos, to really show them tips and tricks and just the basic core things to be able to create live video content, create social media content, connect with people. And it took me a long time to create this course because I had all these ideas, right? I had all these ideas, and I've been doing this every day for 5 years now, and to me this just comes natural. Now I really don't need any notes to do a video. I could literally think of a topic and just talk for about 8 to 10 minutes without writing anything down. And that's pretty much what I did in this video. And it's just repetition is the mother of all mastery. It's just doing it over and over and over. But in the beginning, there were stages where I did write things down on little cue cards like this, right? Where I kind of did mind mapping, where I just wrote down bullet points. It wasn't in a circle like this, but it was more like bullet points. And I have notebooks, where I've written things out, for my videos and stuff like that, where I wrote down my ideas and that sort of thing. But if you don't write it out, it's very difficult to have structure. And that's what I'm learning. So when I created this course, I basically went through all of the old videos that I've done over the last 5 years and figured out which videos that I taught on that people really resonated with the most, and I redid those videos, and I taught on those specific things. How to network online, how to build your friends list, how to go live, how your camera should be, your microphone, your background, what you should talk about, on your videos, just so many different things. And I've just been doing it every day again, like I'd mentioned, and I really didn't know how to teach it because if you've ever just you've just done something so many times, you don't really think about how to teach it. It could be very difficult. So, anyways, mind mapping. This little tool right here, where you put the circle in here of your objective, what you want to accomplish, your idea, something you're taking notes on, and then you write down um, all the things. It doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be permanent. It doesn't have to be something that you are actually going to do, but it will definitely lead you down and structure you down the right roads to make it all come together. So, if you want more information about the incredible projects that we're actually working on in our community Live Masters, let me know. Put a question mark in the comments. And then if you're already in Live Masters, put a hashtag Live Masters and represent. Now, this video is streaming live on my new personal page. I'm chuckling because this page right here is I'm getting engagement with my posts, but not my videos yet. So if you're seeing this video, please turn on notifications so you can see future broadcasts. We're in our community Live Masters right now. And this is the question of the day. Have you ever done a mind map? And then we are also streaming this live on our YouTube channel. So if you go to YouTube and you type in hashtag Live Masters on YouTube, there's hundreds of videos that I've done that are up on that YouTube channel. This one's streaming there right now. And a lot of the videos that I had done on my other page are up there still on YouTube. So thank God I was able to stream some of those videos. We will talk to you tomorrow with a brand new video. Stay safe, stay healthy. God bless each and every one of you. Good night, everybody.